Hi, I'm with Jim McFarlane this evening. Hi, Jim.
I thought,
Jim's a leading trade unionist for Dundee City Unison, also a member of the Socialist Party Scotland. Jim, we'd just like to ask, what is the situation currently with the COVID-19 outbreak, and how is that impacting your members in Dundee?
okay, but it's had a huge impact, obviously, on the members and actually on the services that our members provide. Our members work right across the council and the arm's length companies, which is Leisure and Culture Dundee, Casey Contracts, and others. Um, and a whole range of issues from a lack of cleaning materials for staff, mixed messages about what is safe and what isn't safe, chronic shortage of protective equipment, and guidance on its use for members going into vulnerable service users' houses and the offices and the workplaces, or even outside when workers are out on visits, and everything else like that. And the logistical nightmare of just of offices closing, workplaces closing, and how members can keep in touch with their own colleagues and delivering services to those people into the communities that they serve every single day.
And what is the most burning issue as far as the members are concerned just now? Is it personal protective equipment or
I mean, it
wages or what?
depends on from service to service. Obviously, for the frontline services in social work, social care, residential care, not just for older people, but for learning disabilities, physical disabilities, and all the rest of it. Then, yeah, the clear, chronic issue is lack of PPE, and for quite a while, lack of cleaning materials for those members for their own well-being, but also fear of for the cross contamination they work with as well.
And therefore, what is the role of the trade unions in this situation then?
But the clear role for the trade unions here is first of all to support our members, to make sure that they are protected at work, they have what they are legally entitled to and what they legally should have, but also to push for both the employers and the government to provide the resources that are needed. At a local level, we're not blaming kind of individual managers here for certain failings, and they haven't been prepared for this. And employers certainly haven't been prepared for this. So the role of trade unions is obviously to put pressure on locally the employers on doing what they need to do and to make sure that services are maintained and that staff are supported. But I also think there's a clear role here for our national trade union leaderships to make a stand to both the Westminster government and the Holyrood governments that local government in particular has been under-resourced for years and years. Just for an example, in my local authority over the last 10 years, we have lost something like 1,500 jobs from the council. Just think what we would have been able to do over the last week or two if we still had those 1,500 jobs in post.
Absolutely. So when we hear talk about we're all in this together, that trade unions, that the socialist left, that the opposition should just accept this. I mean, what do you say about that?
I mean, I can understand, certain, people, certain people in the communities, and even maybe some of our own members that once might think, look, this is a big crisis. We all need to work together to resolve this. But we have to, we have to acknowledge and identify that the root cause of this, isn't about just the spread of coronavirus, but it is that particularly public services have not been prepared for this, have been consciously run down over the last 10 years through thousands and thousands of job cuts, huge attacks on terms and conditions of the very people now who are coming to the fore, who have been asked to step in and provide basically lifeline services to vulnerable people in wider communities. And that's that point, is we can't just wish that away and say it didn't happen. We need to point that out, because if we don't learn those lessons about why that happened, it will happen again.
Okay, thanks, Jim. And then finally, what does this health emergency, which is sweeping the globe, the threat of a massive economic recession, hundreds of thousands of job losses, and possibility of a further round of austerity after this crisis is over, what is this telling us about the system that we live in?
Well, it clearly tells us a number of things, doesn't it? It tells us that, first of all, that capitalism can't deliver to even protect basic life's of millions and millions of working class people across the globe. It also tells us that the priority of capitalism has always been to protect the interests of the ruling class, of big business and their profit system. And that ordinary working class people have very, very different interests and very, very different needs in the type of society that we need to live in. And we should be able to provide that basic levels of income, of care, of public services, housing, jobs, all the rest of it. But we need to change that type of society, and we can only do that through a democratic, socialist plan of production, of a democratically run socialist society that puts the interests of working class people first, that puts the power in the hands of working class people through their mass organisations and trade unions and their political parties, to, first of all, to change that system, to overthrow that rotten system of capitalism, and to put the working class in power and running society for the benefit of the vast majority of people, not the tiny number of rich shareholders and the banks, the finance companies, and all the rest of it.
And given that a lot of people will be thinking about why did we get to this situation, would you encourage people to find out more about Socialist Party, about the Committee for the Workers' International?
I mean, it's very clear, even over the last few days, that we have found that, working people in local authorities are turning to their organisations, to their trade unions, for not just support, but they stand up for their rights and stuff like that. The levels of recruitment of people joining the union and showing interest has really rocketed. And I think, my appeal is then to people draw wider conclusions, to say that we can't go back to how things were in the past. We're not just going to accept that when this crisis is over, we'll go back to normal, because being their normal is what's got us into this position in the first place. And my appeal is to those who are interested in socialism to change the world, not just here in Scotland, but internationally, is to come and join the ranks of the Socialist Party in Scotland and the Committee for the Workers' International across the world.
Thanks very much, Jim. Cheers, all the best.
Okay, cheers.